Africa doesn't own their own wealth. It's their wealth, but they don't own it. Western companies own the mines in Africa. They extract the minerals. They set the prices. They ensure that the wealth will never benefit the people whose wealth it truly is. I mean, look at Congo today. Congo produces 70% of the world's cobalt. That's the mineral that powers your smartphone, your laptop, your electric car. Without Congolese minerals, there's no Tesla, there's no Apple, there's no Samsung. Yet the people of Congo remain among the poorest people in the world. Why? Because their wealth is not theirs. It's stolen by Western corporations, by Western companies. The system is kept in place through war. The West doesn't want a stable and independent Congo. That's why they fund proxy wars, why they support rebel groups like M23. They use other African governments like Rwanda and Uganda to do their bidding, to keep Congo weak so that the wealth remains available for plunder. Wallahi, this is a grotesque injustice. It's a grotesque injustice that disgraces the whole world. Congo is a bleeding, open, gaping wound on this earth. Understand this, Africa will never be free until Congo is free. No matter how well any individual African country does, the continent as a whole will remain wounded, mortally wounded, so long as Congo is being plundered. Please understand. The entire continent remains in a state of uncertainty because its nucleus, the Congo, is in a state of forced instability. If we want Africa to be strong, if we want prosperity in Africa and sovereignty in Africa, then this nucleus has to be stabilized. This means ending the plunder of the Congo. It means holding those quisling African governments accountable for their complicity, like Rwanda and Uganda. And it means cutting off the hands of multinational corporations that treat that continent as their own private mine. It means standing together, uniting around the principle that Congo's wealth must be respected. It must be cherished, not pillaged and plundered. Well, that's the importance of the Congo. Wallahi. But because the world has gone through this truly hellish period of Western power, Western supremacy, Western domination, where the highest possible value, according to the Western mentality, the highest possible value is resource acquisition. The highest priority and the highest principle is the absolute freedom of the private sector, absolute freedom of business to pursue acquisition. And by freedom, I mean freedom from morality, freedom from justice, freedom from decency, freedom from responsibility, and basic feelings of humanity and fairness, where greed absolutely reigns supreme above all else. The richest, most precious, most important, most essential lands that are supposed to be protected, that are supposed to be respected, end up becoming the most victimized, the most subjugated, the most oppressed, and the most savaged. You really don't need any other evidence. You don't need any further evidence about the sickness and the backwardness of and the lack of civilization of the West beyond the Congo. The situation in the DRC is basically a comprehensive meme that encapsulates everything about the West's barbaric approach to the world.
That statement, Africa will not be free until the Congo is free, is a powerful truth, both poetic and political. Here's what it means and why it carries such deep weight. 1. The Congo as Africa's heart. The Congo, specifically the Democratic Republic of Congo, is often called the heart of Africa, not only because of its central location, but because it's rich in natural resources like cobalt, diamonds, gold, copper, and coltan used in phones and electronics. Yet, despite this wealth, the Congolese people have faced colonial plunder, dictatorship, and exploitation for centuries. So the saying means, open quote, if the heart of Africa, the Congo, remains exploited and unfree, the rest of Africa cannot truly be free. Close quote. Colonial and neo-colonial control. From King Leopold II's brutal Congo Free State in the late 1800s to modern multinational corporations and foreign governments controlling mines today, the Congo's story reflects how Africa's resources are still used to enrich others. That's why activists like Patrice Lumumba and later thinkers such as Thomas Sankara saw Congo's liberation as symbolic of Africa's liberation. A call for unity and justice. The statement is also a call for African unity, reminding people that no African can be fully sovereign while one of its richest lands
remain under external domination, corruption, or conflict.
True independence means economic, political, and spiritual freedom for all African nations. Close quote. Until the Congo's people can control their own wealth, destiny, and peace, Africa's freedom remains incomplete. The phrase Africa will not be free until the Congo is free in French is L'Afrique ne sera pas libre tant que le Congo ne sera pas libre.